Life is full of challenges, obstacles, and moments of uncertainty. We all face difficulties that can shake our confidence and test our resilience. But let me share a critical lesson with you today: don't tell people your problems. Now, I'm not saying you should bury your struggles or pretend they don't exist. No, that's not the point. The point is that there is immense value in handling your own problems quietly and with focus. You see, when you share your problems with others, you often invite more chaos into your life. People's opinions and advice are rarely as helpful as we hope. And worse, some people might not even be trustworthy enough to hold your struggles with the respect they deserve. You don't need to announce your difficulties to the world. Your strength is in solving them yourself. The most successful people I know, the ones who consistently rise above adversity, are the ones who learn to handle their issues privately. They don't seek sympathy, they seek solutions. Life problems will come, this is a certainty. But it's your response to those problems that determines your success. Focusing on the solution, not the problem, is the key. When you talk about your problems, you risk getting stuck in them. You risk giving away your power to those who are unqualified to help. But when you work through them alone, quietly, you develop the inner strength necessary to handle even greater challenges in the future. Guard your peace. Guard your energy. Not everyone deserves to know what you're going through. Your peace of mind is more valuable than temporary validation. You'll be far stronger when you choose to work through your struggles on your own terms. Remember, don't let others become your crutch. By doing so, you rob yourself of the opportunity to grow, to rise, and to become the best version of yourself. Handle your problems with dignity and strength. Let the world see your results, not your complaints. So I leave you with this: handle your life with quiet confidence. Your solutions, your resilience, and your ability to overcome will always speak louder than any problem you could ever share. Self-reliance is one of the most powerful qualities you can cultivate in your life. It's about understanding that you are your own greatest resource when it comes to navigating the ups and downs that life inevitably throws your way. While many people seek external sources for help when they face problems, the truth is that self-reliance is the bedrock upon which true strength is built. When you learn to rely on yourself, you tap into a deep well of resilience, problem-solving abilities, and inner peace that others cannot provide. The first step in embracing self-reliance is recognizing that you are responsible for the way you respond to challenges. Life is unpredictable. One moment everything is going smoothly, and the next you're faced with an obstacle you didn't expect. It's easy to fall into the trap of complaining to others about what you're going through. Many of us have been conditioned to think that sharing our problems will help us find comfort or solutions. However, what often happens is that we become dependent on the advice and opinions of others, which can cloud our judgment and delay our own decision-making process. By relying on yourself, you gain control over your actions, thoughts, and responses. You stop waiting for someone to tell you what to do or how to feel. When you start depending on your own abilities, you become less vulnerable to outside influences, which allows you to maintain a stronger sense of self and a clearer vision of the path forward. Instead of looking outside for someone to solve your problems, you begin to recognize that the answers you seek often lie within you. You have the capacity to think critically, plan, and take decisive action when necessary. Self-reliance also helps to develop your problem-solving skills. When you constantly rely on others to help you solve problems, you risk never learning how to do it on your own. But when you face challenges without relying on others, you are forced to think for yourself, analyze situations, and develop creative solutions. These are the moments that shape your growth and make you stronger. The more you handle by yourself, the better equipped you become to face future challenges. Each problem solved builds your confidence and reinforces your belief in your ability to handle anything that comes your way. The journey to self-reliance also involves learning how to trust yourself and your instincts. It's easy to doubt your abilities when you don't have the safety net of others' opinions or support. But when you cultivate self-reliance, you learn to quiet those doubts and trust that you can navigate your life with purpose and clarity. You no longer need others to validate your decisions because you are confident in your own judgment. This trust in yourself becomes a form of strength that propels you forward, helping you to take risks, face difficult decisions, and overcome obstacles with a sense of assurance. There's a certain peace that comes with self-reliance as well. When you stop seeking approval or reassurance from others, you no longer allow outside opinions to dictate how you feel about yourself or your situation. You become immune to the noise and distractions that often come with sharing your struggles with others. You learn that your peace and your decisions are not for public consumption. You learn that what matters is not what others think, but what you believe and how you choose to act. In addition, self-reliance encourages emotional maturity. Instead of blaming external circumstances or people for your challenges, you begin to take ownership of your emotions and actions. You understand that while you can't control everything that happens around you, you can control how you respond. Self-reliance teaches you to navigate the emotional highs and lows of life without needing someone else to stabilize you. It empowers you to handle your emotions with grace, resilience, and a sense of responsibility. Self-reliance doesn't mean you have to go through life alone or never seek help. It means you have the inner strength to face your challenges without constantly leaning on others for emotional or practical support. When you can solve your problems, rely on your own skills, and trust your instincts, you become a more capable, confident, and independent individual. And this ultimately is what will allow you to thrive, because true strength comes from within. Focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on problems is one of the most important habits you can develop in life. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity that comes with facing a problem. The weight of uncertainty, frustration, or even fear can make it seem like the problem itself is insurmountable. However, when you shift your mindset from focusing on the problem to focusing on the solution, you immediately empower yourself to take control of the situation and start moving forward. One of the first things that happens when we encounter a problem is that we start to analyze it from every angle. We may think about the circumstances that led to the problem, the people involved, and the potential consequences. While some of this analysis is necessary for understanding the issue, spending too much time on the problem can create a cycle of inaction. You can find yourself trapped in a loop of worry and frustration without ever making any progress. It's a trap many people fall into, becoming so consumed by the problem that they lose sight of the bigger picture and fail to see the potential solutions that are right in front of them. Shifting your focus to solutions requires a mental shift. It's not about ignoring the problem or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, it's about changing your perspective so that you see the problem as something temporary, something that can be fixed or overcome with the right approach. This shift in focus allows you to channel your energy toward actions that will move you closer to a resolution. You begin to ask yourself, what can I do right now to improve this situation? Instead of being paralyzed by fear or frustration, you become proactive, taking steps that lead to progress. When you focus on solutions, you tap into your own creativity. Problems are not roadblocks, they are puzzles waiting to be solved. By taking a solution-oriented approach, you give yourself the freedom to think outside the box and come up with creative ways to tackle the issue at hand. This not only increases your chances of finding a resolution, but it also strengthens your problem-solving skills, making you more adaptable and resourceful in the future. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you work on finding solutions, the stronger your ability to do so becomes. Focusing on solutions also helps you manage your emotions more effectively. Problems can stir up a range of feelings, from anxiety to anger to helplessness. But when you shift your attention to what you can do to fix the situation, those negative emotions lose their power. Instead of getting bogged down by frustration, you begin to feel empowered, knowing that you have the capacity to make a change. Your mindset becomes one of opportunity, not defeat. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as an active participant in creating a positive outcome. Focusing on solutions enables you to stay motivated, even when things don't go as planned. Many problems are complex, and the path to a solution is rarely linear. It's easy to get discouraged if things aren't moving as quickly as you would like, or if the first solution you try doesn't work. But when you are solution-focused, setbacks become just another part of the process. You understand that failure is not permanent, but simply feedback that helps you refine your approach. This resilience is key to overcoming challenges and ultimately achieving your goals. One of the benefits of focusing on solutions is that it helps you break free from the victim mentality. When we spend too much time focusing on problems, we can start to feel sorry for ourselves or believe that life is out to get us. But when we focus on solutions, we empower ourselves to take charge of our circumstances and shape the outcome. It's about taking responsibility for your situation rather than blaming others or external forces. This mindset shift fosters a sense of ownership and control that makes you feel less helpless and more in command of your life. Additionally, when you adopt a solution-focused mindset, you become more resilient in the face of future challenges. Each time you navigate a problem by focusing on solutions, you build the mental and emotional strength to handle even bigger obstacles in the future. With every problem you solve, you develop greater confidence in your ability to find solutions. This confidence doesn't just apply to one area of life, it spills over into every aspect of your personal and professional world. In conclusion, when you focus on solutions, you change your relationship with problems altogether. Instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles, you start to view them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By focusing on what you can do to solve the problem, you move from a place of frustration and helplessness to one of empowerment and action. This shift in mindset can be a game changer in your personal and professional life, giving you the clarity and confidence you need to face any challenge head-on. Guarding your peace is one of the most important responsibilities you have in life. In a world filled with distractions, stressors, and people who can drain your energy, it's easy to forget how essential it is to protect your inner calm. Your peace is the foundation of your emotional well-being, and if you allow it to be disturbed by every negative influence or external pressure, you risk losing your sense of balance and clarity. That's why learning how to guard your peace should be a priority. When you allow yourself to become overwhelmed by outside influences, you give away your power. Whether it's toxic people, difficult circumstances, or a constant barrage of negative news, all of these can disrupt your mental and emotional stability. The key to maintaining your peace is recognizing that you are in control of how much of that negativity you allow into your life. It's not about ignoring the world around you, but rather about consciously deciding which aspects of it you will engage with and which ones you will protect yourself from. Guarding your peace starts with boundaries. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. They allow you to create a healthy distance from people, situations, and emotions that can compromise your well-being. When you set boundaries, you draw a line between what is yours to manage and what is not. It's about deciding what you are willing to tolerate and what you refuse to accept. This can be particularly important when dealing with toxic people who constantly drain your energy or create unnecessary drama. By establishing clear boundaries, you protect your mental and emotional space, and you prevent others from imposing their negativity on you. It's also crucial to recognize that not every problem or situation requires your attention. In today's world, we are often bombarded with information, news, social media updates, and the constant demands of work or personal relationships. While it's important to stay informed and engaged, it's equally important to recognize when you're becoming overwhelmed. If something is causing you unnecessary stress or anxiety, it may be time to step back and refocus your attention on what truly matters. By guarding your peace, you allow yourself the freedom to filter out the noise and focus on what brings you joy, clarity, and growth. Another aspect of guarding your peace is choosing how you respond to others. People will often bring their negativity, judgments, or criticisms into your life. While you can't control their behavior, you can control how you react. You have the power to choose whether you engage with negativity or let it roll off you. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending that things don't bother you, but rather refusing to let external circumstances dictate your emotional state. When you remain centered and grounded, you protect your peace from being disturbed by others' words or actions. It's also important to cultivate a sense of inner calm through practices that support your mental and emotional well-being. Meditation, mindfulness, and deep breathing exercises are all powerful tools that can help you reconnect with yourself and regain your peace. By taking time each day to check in with yourself, you build a stronger, more resilient foundation that allows you to navigate the challenges of life with greater ease. These practices not only help you manage stress, but also foster a deeper sense of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, which are essential for guarding your peace. The people you surround yourself with also play a significant role in maintaining your peace. Relationships, whether personal or professional, can either uplift you or drain you. When you choose to spend time with people who support, encourage, and inspire you, you reinforce your own sense of peace. On the other hand, relationships that are filled with conflict, negativity, or drama can create constant turmoil in your life. While it's not always possible to cut people out of your life, you do have the ability to choose how much time and energy you invest in these relationships. Guarding your peace sometimes means making difficult decisions about who and what you allow into your life. Let's also consider the role of self-care in guarding your peace. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally is essential for maintaining inner calm. Self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary for sustaining your ability to show up for others and for life itself. When you take the time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit, you strengthen your resilience and build a solid foundation for peace. Whether it's through exercise, healthy eating, hobbies, or simply taking time to relax, self-care helps to recharge your energy and allows you to face life's challenges with a calm, clear mind. Guarding your peace means letting go of things that no longer serve you. This includes negative thought patterns, toxic relationships, and any emotional baggage that weighs you down. Holding on to past hurt or resentment only prevents you from moving forward. Forgiveness, whether it's forgiving others or forgiving yourself, is a powerful tool for releasing the negative energy that can disrupt your peace. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for healing, growth, and peace to flow into your life. In conclusion, guarding your peace is not just a choice, it's a necessity for living a fulfilled, balanced, and meaningful life. By setting boundaries, controlling your reactions, practicing self-care, and surrounding yourself with positivity, you create a shield around your inner peace that allows you to navigate life's challenges without losing your calm. When you guard your peace, you are better equipped to handle whatever comes your way, and you become more resilient in the face of adversity. Remember, your peace is yours to protect, and by doing so, you empower yourself to live with greater joy, clarity, and purpose. When you make the decision to keep your problems to yourself, you're not only protecting your emotional well-being, but you're also cultivating a sense of independence that strengthens your character. It's easy to get caught in the habit of seeking sympathy or advice from others when facing difficulties. However, constantly sharing your problems with others can sometimes leave you feeling more vulnerable or even powerless. By choosing to deal with your issues privately, you learn to rely on your own judgment and resilience, which ultimately fosters a deeper sense of self-confidence and emotional strength. In many situations, telling people about your problems can invite unwanted opinions or judgments. Even well-meaning friends or family may offer advice that doesn't truly resonate with you, or worse, they may unintentionally make you feel inadequate or incapable. When you open up about your struggles, it's important to consider that others might not fully understand the complexities of your situation. Their advice or reactions may be based on their own experiences and perspectives, which may not be applicable to your unique circumstances. In some cases, sharing your difficulties can lead to feelings of frustration or confusion, as you may find that others' solutions don't address the root of your problem. Moreover, constantly talking about your challenges can prevent you from fully processing and understanding them yourself. When you share your problems too frequently, you risk externalizing them, which may delay the introspection and self-reflection necessary for solving the issue. By keeping things to yourself, you create a quiet space for personal growth and insight. You give yourself the time and mental space to truly assess the situation, find clarity, and develop a plan of action that works best for you. It's not about isolating yourself emotionally, but rather about giving yourself the opportunity to listen to your inner voice and trust your instincts. Relying on others to solve your problems can also make you dependent on external validation. When you constantly seek advice or approval from others, you're essentially handing over your power to them. You begin to rely on their opinions to guide your decisions, which can leave you feeling insecure or uncertain about your own abilities. By keeping your problems to yourself, you assert your independence and reaffirm your ability to handle life's challenges. It's about taking ownership of your circumstances and knowing that you have the strength to face them without needing someone else to fix them for you. In addition, there's a psychological aspect to the idea of keeping your problems private. When you constantly verbalize your struggles, you risk reinforcing them. Talking about your difficulties repeatedly can sometimes magnify the problem, making it feel even larger than it actually is. The more you speak about something, the more it can dominate your thoughts and energy. By keeping your problems to yourself, you take away the opportunity for your mind to fixate on them. Instead of focusing on the negative, you create space for solution-oriented thinking and constructive action. You allow yourself to focus on what can be done rather than getting stuck in the cycle of rumination and overanalysis. Moreover, there's a degree of power in maintaining a level of privacy about your challenges. When you don't openly broadcast your problems, you retain control over your narrative. You choose what to share and what to keep private, which gives you the power to shape how others perceive you. You aren't defined by your struggles, but rather by how you handle them. By keeping your problems to yourself, you preserve your dignity and maintain a sense of mystery and autonomy. This is not about hiding the truth, but rather about protecting your peace and maintaining a sense of control in situations where you might otherwise feel vulnerable or exposed. Another benefit of keeping your problems to yourself is the preservation of your relationships. Constantly talking about your difficulties can place a burden on others, especially if they feel that they are constantly being asked to listen or offer advice. While friends and family can provide support, there's a fine line between seeking help and relying too heavily on others for emotional relief. If you constantly share your problems, you might unintentionally overwhelm those around you, which can create distance or strain in your relationships. By keeping certain challenges to yourself, you protect your relationships from becoming solely about your struggles. You allow your interactions to be more balanced, with space for joy, support, and positive connections. Additionally, when you keep your problems to yourself, you learn to develop your own coping mechanisms. Life is filled with challenges, and the ability to navigate them independently is an essential skill. By internalizing your struggles and learning how to manage them on your own, you build resilience and emotional intelligence. You become better at finding solutions, managing your emotions, and adapting to changing circumstances. The more you face challenges on your own, the more capable and self-assured you become. Over time, you build a deep sense of inner strength that no one can take away. It's also important to note that keeping your problems to yourself doesn't mean you're completely isolated or emotionally distant. It doesn't mean that you're not seeking support or connection, but it does mean that you are making a conscious decision to keep certain things private, to work through them in your own way, and to reach out only when you feel it's necessary. It's about finding the balance between sharing when you need to and keeping certain aspects of your life private. By making that decision, you ensure that you remain in control of your emotional journey and are not overly dependent on others for validation or resolution. In conclusion, keeping your problems to yourself is an empowering decision. It allows you to maintain control over your emotions, protect your peace, and strengthen your sense of self-reliance. By choosing not to constantly share your struggles, you preserve your power, reinforce your resilience, and take ownership of your life's challenges. You build confidence in your ability to handle difficult situations and develop the mental strength to face future challenges head-on. Ultimately, this practice not only leads to personal growth but also creates healthier, more balanced relationships with others. When you share your problems with others, you risk receiving unsolicited advice that may not align with your values or understanding of the situation. Often people offer solutions based on their own biases, limited experiences, or personal preferences. While they may have good intentions, their advice can sometimes steer you off course or make you question your own judgment. It's important to recognize that not everyone who offers advice has a complete understanding of your circumstances, and relying on their opinions might not always lead to the best outcomes for you. By keeping your problems to yourself, you allow yourself the freedom to think critically about your situation and develop solutions that are in line with your own values and goals. When you rely on others to solve your problems, you place your power in their hands. Choosing not to share your difficulties allows you to remain in control of your decisions and trust your instincts. The process of working through problems independently can foster personal growth and build your problem-solving skills. It's through facing challenges alone that you develop resilience and self-reliance.